This story comes to us from thedailybulletin.com. And if there's one thing you guys do fervently, and I love you for it, you keep my pronunciation straight. When I say one of your locales, you go, hold on. There's umlauts there. So us white boys, we say Rialto, California, Rialto. But it's Rialto. Okay, got it. The Rialto Police Department has apologized to a family after one of its officers was videotaped knocking down a 16-year-old girl and placing his hand on her throat during the investigation into a traffic stop.
Did you just try to bite me? Did you just try to bite me?
And now at 6, caught on camera, a teenage girl screams for her brother as officers arrest her in Rialto.
A Rialto police officer has been put on leave.
What the?
As a result of this incident with a 16-year-old girl, department officials say. At one point on the video, as the girl is screaming and crying,
Did you just try to bite me? Did you just try to bite me?
an officer asks the girl, "Did you just try to bite me?" His hands then appear to be wrapped around her neck.
Oh, my brother!
Now, Police Chief Mark Kling said in a written statement, Mark Kling has been the police chief for, God, at least 17, 18 years, maybe longer. It's been a long time, police chief there.
Rialto Police Chief Mark King released a statement which says in part, "We apologize to the juvenile's family regarding these unfortunate circumstances at a time when our police department strives to build community relationships. We certainly fell short in this encounter, and we look forward to building rapport with this family now and in the future."
Chief Mark Kling has requested the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office determine whether the officer committed any crimes. The police department is investigating whether the unidentified officer who has been placed on paid leave violated any department policies. I will tell you there are some cops in the Rialto Police Department that are very aggressive. Like, there are some that are really cool, and they've even shouted me out. "Jimmy, what's up, bud? How you doing, Jimmy? Thanks for staying cool, man." But then there are some who will just kick your ass because they don't like your camera. I'll arrest you right now. Why? Because you're a dick. I am? I said thank you. Don't say that to me. Because I told one thank you, and he was going to arrest me for it. I kid you not. But this unidentified officer was placed on unpaid leave, and they're investigating whether he violated any departmental policy. Hand on the throat of a 16-year-old. Maybe, I don't know.
The arrest last Friday was recorded on a cell phone as the teen yelled for her brother.
What the?
According to witnesses, the girl was thrown to the ground by officers a few blocks from her house after they saw her riding a mini bike in the neighborhood.
They asked her, "Hey, do you want someone to come pick up your bike and come pick you up?" And she was belligerent from the start. She spit on them. It turned into a little tassel on the ground. They took her to the ground. First, they grabbed her, and she kind of fought back, so it was a hard drop. They could have been a little bit more delicate.
Cleophas Harris's grandson saw it happen and explained it this way.
She had the helmet on, and once they said, "We're going to take the bike," that's when she said, "My granddaddy made these bikes," and she got mad. She just threw the helmet, but not at them. She threw it on the ground.
And then what?
And then that's when they threw her to the ground.
Now, Chief Mark Kling says, "I have personally viewed officer body-worn camera footage, and although the video depicts the juvenile resisting officers, we are investigating the officer's decision to trip the juvenile to the ground and later placing his hand on the juvenile's throat during the arrest." I've had a couple of Twitter encounters with Chief Mark Kling, and he seems like a pretty decent police chief. He does. He seems pretty decent. But like any police department, he's still got some, ornery children, if you will, police officers, that he's going to have to deal with. Like I said, I told one thank you, and he was going to arrest me. I was like, Because I told him, I said, thank you for being, professional. And the minute I said that, he goes, I'm going to arrest you right now. What? That's the thing, too. Some officers don't know the term de-escalating. When you say you need to de-escalate, they go, escalate? Yeah, I can do that. No, you need to de-escalate. Yeah, I can escalate. De-escalate. You got to put your mouth to their ear. De-escalate. Re-escalate? I'll do that too.
The end of the video shows officers shoving the girl into the back of the police car. She spent 4 days in juvenile hall and is now free. Her attorney wouldn't comment on whether the girl spit at officers. She says she's been taken to urgent care to be treated for injuries she got during the arrest. In Rialto, Michelle Geely, CBS 2 News.
We'll see if Chief Kling and the San Bernardino County District Attorney fix this problem.